Ever Elusive Texas Speed intercooler.
Mm-hmm. If there was another way to go about this, we'd do it.
Yeah.
So, it's been how long?
Ordered it in December.
Yeah.
Maybe November.
Yeah. 5 months we've been waiting on this deal.
Yeah.
I don't mind waiting for something for 5 months if you tell me it's going to be 5 months. But we kept getting, no, it's going to be here.
Yeah.
No, next week, and now 5 months later we got it. If there was anything else that I could do, I would do it. So, anyways, that's all we'll talk about that. It's here now, so be it. I'm going to pull the intake off, the top of the intake, and we're going to see how bad or if we're going to cut the hood. So, yeah.
That hood's getting cut. It's gonna be close.
It's up there. I don't think it's gonna be close.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have to cut it. But you know, hey, we understand the deal.
Oh yeah.
You know, if we have to cut the hood, we gotta cut the hood. I don't want to.
It's just crazy, man. When we first started this thing, yeah, you know, you think 55 Chevy, man, that's a huge car, all the room in the world.
Yes.
And then there's no room for anything.
Oh, it's metric, isn't it?
Oh yeah.
Yes, but no, there's no room. I didn't want to work an intercooler into here. I didn't want to put an intercooler in the back and run the pipes. I didn't want to do none of that. So this is what we got. And I'm sure it'll work fine. It's just, you know, we've had to wait this long on it. Oh, it smells 85. Some of these are going to be hard to get to.
Mm-hmm. The ones on the bottom suck.
Yeah.
This thing's dirty. You been driving it down dirt roads?
Dad has.
Ugh.
I don't know what Dad's done to it, but the inside of the car, remember we opened the trunk that day, and it was horrible.
Car seems to run pretty good.
Yes, I'm pretty happy with how it ran. Is this an 8 or a 10? Can you give me an 8 or a 10? Yeah, no, I'm definitely happy with how it ran. And the reason that we're trying to do this right now is there's some stuff coming up, and I don't know if we're gonna have this thing ready or not. It would be cool if we did, but if we don't, so be it. Because it's tough to do all this while we're in the middle of filming. Get that thing out of the way just a little bit.
It's real tight in there.
Man, if this thing was on a bench, though, it'd almost be easier just to pull the whole intake off, but probably not. So we still have to scale it, align it, you know, after we put the front coils out on it. And still no interior, still no exhaust.
No. Nice.
Yeah, no. That's already too tight. And to pull that out, you gotta pull it that way.
Why is it so tight?
Because I just now smashed it against this to where I can get to it. So yes, I need to take that wrench right there and put that fuel rail back where it was.
When we do this, we'll also need to put the IET sensor down in the plenum instead of up here. Got her all lubed up.
Yeah, so this is the back. This is the front.
Ugh.
No.
This is the front.
No. What's the front, did you say?
This. The front is threaded. The back isn't. So the back bolts will go in and screw to that.
Like this.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Trimming the cow wasn't planned
That wasn't
on.
even in my thought process. Okay.
Huh.
Close. I still don't think we're gonna have to.
Made for it.
Yep.
That hood gonna have a hole in it though.
Fuck.
Man, it looks cool. It's buku.
Man. It is.
So put that on there and let's measure how tall it is from the valley to the top of the intake, and we'll know, because I know how tall the other setup will be.
From the valley.
From the valley to the top of the intake.
Oh, okay. Let me put one or two in here to secure it. Man, this whole situation is gonna suck.
Yes.
What?
What?
What'd you do?
Nothing.
Oh. Then what?
I'll just go down here and see what you're doing.
Come down here to bring your ticks.
No. The only place I've been is the shed.
Erin's got ticks in her she shed.
There could be a tick, one tick in a 10-mile radius. It's gonna get on her. What? What are you doing? Every one of these is going to be the L bracket. It's gotta do this. So let me go get this size, which is a 5. You got a 5 on a ball?
Maybe. Nope, my five on a, oh, that's mine. Mine's missing.
Oh, too bad it's not a 5.
Oh, that ain't mine then. It's not a ball, but
is it 5?
Yeah.
It's on a ball. See, I could do this right here.
Mm-hmm.
There's something going on. What? Something's going on.
Something's up.
Something's afoot down here.
Oh, and the bolt is like right up against the core. Man, this thing better be amazing.
That'd be something with this stupid design.
God dang, you know how bad them back ones are gonna suck?
Bad. Top and the bottom.
Yeah.
I'm not real sure what we're gonna do. Oh yeah, no, I got mine down way further than you did. But yes.
So we bit the bullet, pulled the intake off. It was going to save a lot of frustration, so we did it. Get all these stupid bolts in here, and we'll bolt it back on.
Yes. No, I'd have just got mad.
Take a look, see what the runners look like. There's usually a bunch of black shit when you're running E85, but these actually look pretty good so far. Non-ported. We probably should have ported the heads, but we didn't.
100% we should have.
We relocated the IAT to the front of the bottom of the plenum instead of up.
And now we need a plug.
Oh yeah, now we need a 3/8 plug. I think I have an extra one.
Okay, I still got to find something to do this.
Fittings will be here tomorrow. Okay, intercooler is on. We had to call the people at Fragola to send us some fittings. All the local stores were out, so we got to wait a day. They'll be here tomorrow though, then we'll finish up the water system. It's on. I'm glad we took the intake off to put the intercooler on.
Man, it was so much better, you know. And while we're here, we're gonna go ahead and put all these on. So I didn't really know about these things until Aaron's Cadillac, and they're pretty amazing.
They are. They are.
We have actually, for the man van, at one point, we were burning up a plug wire. We had the same things that we have on this, the stuff that we used to run. Well, as anybody knows on the Trailblazer SS's, right here, the first cylinder over here, the number 2 cylinder, it burns the plug wires up. When you have, it depends on what headers you have, but most of the ones that I've seen burn them up.
Yep.
And once we got Aaron's Cadillac, these were on it whenever we got it. These same Excels, except they were the white version. And they are ceramic coated. So once we did that with that, my brother came over. He's got Trailblazer SS. We freshened the motor up in it. Motor and tranny, same thing all Trailblazer SS guys got to deal with.
Yep.
So we freshened them up, and next thing I know, he tells me, oh, it's not running right. Something's wrong with it. So he comes over, I pop the hood, he fires it up. I can clearly see. And the first thing I did was I went, okay, start it.
Yep.
And as soon as he fired it up, I could clearly see it arcing from the plug wire that was burnt over to the header.
Yep.
So I actually, at one point, bought another set of these, the white ones, because I broke one time, or I did
Dropped
something.
it right out of the package.
Something. I did something. Anyways, I had to replace one. So I had a spare 7. Spare 7 set. So I told my brother, here, we're going to put this on here. Shoved it on there. I ain't heard nothing back from him. And if you know my brother, if I don't hear nothing, everything's
No
fine.
news is good news.
No news is good news when it comes to my brother.
Yep.
Because he'll text me and go, transmission's not shifting. And I'll go, well, it's a 4L60.
Yeah.
And for all the Trailblazer guys, I do get the fact it isn't a 4L60, it's 4L70.
Same
but they're the same
damn thing. Same POS.
It's funny too because the Trailblazer guys go, no, it's not, it's a 70.
The SS truck guys are the same way. That's not a 4L60, it's a 4L65, you idiot.
Yeah, it's the same thing.
Yeah,
Look,
same
guys,
thing,
it's
guys.
the same thing. So, but even my brother goes, well, you know, I mean, it's a 70. And I go, okay.
All right, man.
So what happens to those 70s? Oh, the 2-3 shift?
Yeah.
It doesn't make the 2-3 shift?
Yeah.
Oh, you got 4 neutrals?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. It's a 60.
Yeah.
Same thing.
Yep. Don't try
So-
to church it up.
Yeah, don't church it up because it's a Trailblazer. It got a vet motor in it. You know what I mean? So, anyways, with that being said, I love all the morons that have Trailblazers.
Yep.
I'm a moron that has a Trailblazer. So these actually work really well, and that's the reason we got these again. We haven't had a problem on this one burning anything, but
Yeah.
they worked well on the other applications that we've put them on.
We're very proactive, and we're trying to get ahead of a problem.
You don't get no more proactive than us. If we could see something Mike could maybe, who knows, but maybe be a problem,
Yep.
we're going to fix it right now.
Yep, right
Because
damn now.
That's what we do. We make sure shit's right.
Yep, every time.
We got everything on here. We're going to put these on it. We actually, whenever we talk to our buddies over at MSD, because like you said, they own the world.
Yep, Holly owns the world.
So they not only sent us this, they also sent us some coils for this car, correct?
Yes.
You want to put some coils on this deal?
Yep. Got some MSD blaster coils. They'll bolt right in place of the ones we got now.
black.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want red ones?
No.
Oh, okay.
No, I'm good with this.
Okay.
So we're going to swap these out. We are going to, and we also have, do we talk about what we may be doing with this?
This weekend?
No.
Oh.
No. In the future.
Oh, we've kind of touched on it a little bit
About
here and
maybe
there.
going to the LS Fest?
Yeah.
Okay, so our plans are with this deal, and our good buddy Ryan Martin might be going with us.
Yep.
He might be bringing the Fireball truck.
Yep.
We might
Yep.
be bringing the man van and or the 55 and or Phantom's truck and or Phantom's wagon.
Oh.
We don't really know.
Yeah.
We're going to bring something. Chances are we're going to bring this because, let's just be real, I love it.
I mean, how could you not?
So we're definitely going to bring a couple of cars, whatever we can fit in the stacker. We may even bring Aiden Chevelle. We don't really know what we're going to take.
It's got
yet.
a Holly or a quick fuel on it. That's
Yep.
Holly owns them too.
Yeah, they own everybody.
Yeah.
So we're not real sure yet, but that's that's in the future. But chances are we're probably going to go to that deal. We've wanted to go to LS Fest for a long time.
Yeah.
We've just never really had a chance. It's right in the middle of race season.
It kind of is.
So isn't it in September? Is it in September?
It's either August or September, one of the two.
August. That sounds hot.
So hot.
As in Bowling Green?
Bowling Green.
Bowling Green.
I've been to Bowling Green.
Which I've never been.
I have.
I've never been there.
Not the track, but I've been to Bowling Green.
So,
Got a lot of
but
trouble.
by then, we should be good to go with this deal. So we're going to, like I said.
Oh, yeah, I hadn't tightened that yet.
Okay, good. We're going to go ahead and swap all this out. We're going to put the new plug wires on it. Just because, damn, they look good.
They're cool. I like the all black. I didn't realize they made them with a black boot.
Some with a red boot.
Oh,
They look good on
dude.
this car.
I mean,
that's kind of why.
Steve, if you're listening, dog, make it happen.
That's kind of why it's kind of why I like these. What are these?
Granatelli.
Granatelli.
Yep.
The Granatellis are good wires.
Man, they are a
They're
real good wire. Never had
it's not like
trouble
we're
with
gonna
them.
throw these things away.
Hell
you know
no,
what I
I'll
mean?
use
Like
them.
they're good. We haven't had any problems with these, and we like them. So we're gonna keep these for probably another project.
Yep. So, I guess we'll get all these plug wires pulled off, get the coils unbolted.
Sounds like somebody's here.
It does, doesn't it? Yep.
No. Weird.
Get all these bolted on, and then see what else we can get into on this car. We got a few things to do to it before we take it out this weekend.
We can't take it out this weekend. We have something going on this weekend that we may do, but that is going to consist of
No sleep from
It's going to
Friday to
consist of
Sunday,
no
basically.
sleep. No sleep. But we had no sleep last weekend, and everything kind of worked out.
I'm still here. I'm just a little sick.
Look at this, though. Hang on.
Oh yeah.
Oh!
Sean is like, I haven't seen Sean this excited in a while about a car part.
I'm going to put these new wheels on my car today.
What kind of wheels are those?
These are Bogarts.
Yeah.
They're Bogarts.
They kind of mimic something.
They do. They mimic a lot of the old Mickey Thompson wheel.
Which
Look,
is?
Does Mustang alignment like me? Do they have problems?
They damn sure do.
Did they line that one up
Yeah.
too? That's why I fucks with Mustang alignment.
Yep.
Because that's how I would have put this tire on.
Uh-huh.
So Mickey Thompson a long time ago, and I'm just gonna throw this out there. I hate using Mickey Thompson front runners. Sorry, Mickey Thompson. What are you gonna do?
Yeah,
You
I
know?
apologize. That's the only thing I could get. Everything's out of stock.
I don't like running it. So, for the people who say all the products you advertise you get paid to put on your car or whatever, no. So we couldn't get the Hoosier in. Well, we don't get nothing from Hoosier either. So we like to run the Hoosier Front Runner, or in the 17, what is that called?
MH Racemaster.
Yes. So
and those were like 2 months back ordered. So.
Everything was back ordered, which everything nowadays is back ordered.
Yeah.
So we do have the Mickey Thompson, and the reason I don't dislike Mickey Thompson, like, look, everything that we run in radials is a Mickey Thompson.
Yes.
I don't dislike Mickey Thompson tires. I do believe that everything has its place. I just haven't figured out what the Front Runner has its place for. We like the Front Runner that's on this. That's a Mickey Thompson.
Yep. Their street radial is
their street radial is where it's at. Their Front Runner, this thing will probably be flat before we get to the track tomorrow. I'm just gonna throw that out there, and that's the reason I don't like them.
You ain't right, but you ain't wrong.
So, anyways, but this wheel that they came up with mimics, and it's the closest mimic I've ever seen to the old Mickey Thompson wheel. And it used to be my favorite wheel for years, and I never had one. Whenever that wheel was popular, I still had, what is it, Race Stars?
Oh, the old Weld Pro Stars?
Yes, the old Weld Pro Stars.
Yeah.
You know, that's what I was stuck with back then. You know, it was a cheap wheel.
Yeah.
So, you call sum it up,
Boom,
have them the next day.
$150.
Yeah, have them the next day. Good to go. I had the stars, unlike, what are the ones with just the circles?
The drag lights.
The drag lights. Hell yeah, everybody had drag lights.
Remember when
If you had a
Andrade
Mustang,
beat those drag lights?
yes, he probably still has a pair.
Oh, no doubt.
So back in the day, if you had a Mustang, man, you had drag lights on it.
Yep.
That's what you did. And I had a Mustang with drag lights, the Death Trap.
Yep.
So anyways, this wheel right here, it just makes me happy. Whenever I see it, it reminds me of back in the day whenever I couldn't afford or didn't have, and then all of a sudden they discontinued that wheel.
Yep.
And it was one of my favorite wheels of all time. I mean, nowadays that would be like Weld discontinuing
The Elusive
the Elumistar.
Yep.
The Elumistar is Weld.
Yes.
I'll argue with you till the end. And the only thing that would maybe make me change my mind is what's the wheel that we had on the 55 before we had this wheel?
Oh man, the circle one.
The one with the circles.
Man, what's that called? That's one of my favorite wheels ever. Magnum.
Yep, the Magnum.
Yep.
Okay, so either the Magnum or the Elumistar is Weld.
Yep.
Like, that's where they got their start. Just like Mickey Thompson had that badass wheel. But anyways, this is how I get off track. I just saw these wheels over here and I got excited for a little bit, and then I walked back over here and looked at them.
And we've got matching rears on the way too.
Yes.
They're just taking a little while to get done because, as everything else is in the aftermarket
Nobody has
industry.
anything. So it is a different. I don't like these wheels. They're ugly. They're gross. Whenever they first came out, man, I loved them. Which they're still a good wheel.
They're light. I'll give them that.
They are light, 100% light, and I don't care whose wheels they are. That's one thing that Bogart has going for them, is every wheel they have is very, very light.
Mm-hmm.
But that rear wheel will not be as light as this wheel.
No.
So, anyways, back to this deal. We're gonna get this deal going. Come hauling ass in here.
Jamming out. Yeah.
So we'll get this thing going. Probably gonna get Aiden's truck in here in a minute. We got a lot of parts for him.
Oh yeah, we got the painted bumper cap. Got painted mirror caps.
Yep. And
Door
we
handle
don't really
somewhere.
have the door handles because Dad forgot to paint them. So you give Dad a pile of parts and you get some of them back.
And then I went with a color match grill for shop truck this year that he got painted for me too. On that, if any of you know where I can find a smooth primered 99 to 02 GMC grill, let me know.
What did you do?
Not textured, not for 03 to 07, 99 to 02 only, smooth, ready to paint. Let me know. All right, so since we got the new intercooler on finally, the charge pipe isn't going to work. So I'm going to have to remake the charge pipe. Figured while I'm remaking the charge pipe, we'll go ahead and make it a little more permanent this time. To get us by, last time we just used some rubber couplers. They worked. You know, we only made 15 pounds of boost. They worked, they held. But as we start cranking up the boost on this thing, I don't trust them. So We did what we do on most everything else, and called Race Part Solutions and got some of their dual steel clamps. Weld one piece of it to the throttle body, one piece of it to the blower, and then boom, and then I'll remake a charge pipe. Might try to reuse the one I already got and just extend it in a couple places or something. Don't know if that's possible, but gonna go ahead and start grinding, get this anodizing off, get the powder coat off the blower housing, and see if I can keep from catching myself on fire this time. So I got the dual seal welded onto the blower and to the throttle body. If you've never welded around anodizing, try not to.
Sucks.
It's non-conductive. I thought I ground enough of it off, and I did for the most part, but there are a few spots that gave me trouble. So it doesn't look great, but I could have done worse. Could have done better.
Yep.
But now,
as long as it holds boost,
it'll hold
that's all
boost.
that matters.
Shit, my help.
We've said it many of times. Look at the OG.
Yep.
As long as it performs,
Yep.
we don't care what it looks like.
OG looks good though.
It does, you know. I couldn't use the new car as an example.
Yeah.
Or this one. So
What you got going on?
it's time to put these on.
QA1.
So basically, we are going to, if we pull this deal off, we're gonna have a rough weekend. Friday night we got to race the OG. Saturday night we got to race the OG, and last weekend we got home. Aside from blowing the motor in the dually, we got home at 4 in the morning ish, something like that. J-Rod is having his race in Hinton this weekend, and it is a cruise and then a race. And I'd really like to take this thing. Now that we got the intercooler in, I even want to take it even more. So we got the intercooler in, you're doing the piping. I am going to put these front coilovers on it, scale it, align it. Should be good to go. Well, I still got my my hose out there, soaking up some sun right now so that I can move it really easy.
Yeah.
And then we'll have the water box in the trunk that you've already wired up, and we should be good to go after that. But it is gonna be, it's one of those deals that, man, I can sacrifice one night of sleep, one complete night of sleep to make this happen, because I think it's gonna be amazing. It's gonna be really cool, and it'll be the first time that we've tried to drive this car on a long trip. And it will be an hour-and-a-half trip. We all meet, but we meet about an hour from here, and we meet at 8 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday.
Seems like a ridiculous schedule, but it is what it is, I guess.
It is
It was the
what
only
it
time
is.
they could get everyone together, I guess.
But to do the YouTube stuff, we're gonna have to miss some sleep every once in a while. So it is what it is. I missed sleep last weekend for less with the blown dually.
Yeah.
So it really just depends. If the car does well this weekend and it's not broken and we're not working on it, then chances are we're gonna do this. And I don't even know if I'm gonna race the car. I wanna drive it. And then once we get to the race, I may just tune it and let Dad race it. The thing seemed to hook pretty well on the 700 that it has. Whenever we raced it against the man van.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll probably, as soon as I put the intercooler on it, put 6, 7, maybe even 8 degrees of timing in it right off the bat. And then there's a reason that me and you need to drive this thing on the cruise. And we'll check air fuel, we'll check all that stuff. We'll stick it every once in a while, check the air fuel, and we'll tune it as we're driving. And then we're gonna race the shit out of it.
We're gonna tune it with the hot air, and then hope that the cool air we put in it is okay.
Yes, it'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, once we get this thing tuned, we're not gonna race it on the highway because it's hot air.
Yeah.
So
But we're not going to not race it.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes. But before we make any stupid pulls or anything like that, we'll pull over and ice the thing down or whatever. But I can't imagine it not being heat soaked as we're driving it down the highway. And the weather in Oklahoma right now is getting pretty warm. So it's going to be a good test for the car. We're not going to beat on it too much because at some point we are going to put it back on a dyno and we're going to get it right. And then if we go make highway pulls, chances are that's going to be at night.
Yeah.
And we don't have to really worry about that. But we will have 2 tune-ups. We'll have one that is very, very, extremely, very safe for if we want to be stupid while we're driving down the highway and it's warm out. And then we're going to have one for actual racing it whenever we know we're not going to let off the button on this car unless it's full of ice and it's running through the intercooler. So, I mean, you still can't, it's just weird because with the man van, we've got one tune for it.
Yeah.
It's on kill, whether we got ice in that deal or not. But we both know that it's also low on timing. It could make more. But we also know that we spray it with nitrous and that cools it off and that makes everything better.
Yeah.
We're not having nitrous on this car yet. I really don't know with this big of a Pro Charger if we need it, but it's gonna have it.
It'll help.
It'll definitely help cool everything off for sure. So, I mean, Dad's put some miles on this deal.
Fucking right, he has. This thing is,
And it is
goddamn
filthy.
gross.
So at some point, we're gonna have to tell him, look, Pops, you can borrow the car anytime you want, but you can't take it home. Like, it's kind of like it's both of ours, but we just keep it over at my house.
Yeah.
Like, he lives...
Looks like he's been down 50 miles of dirt road.
Yes. The trunk area of this car is just terrible with dirt and shit
Red dirt.
everywhere. Where he has been, I don't know where he's been. But it's nasty. It's dirty. But if I called him up and told him, hey, this thing's filthy, him and his wife would be right over here and they'd be cleaning it.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I feel like I think it's going to be cool if I let him let off the button at this race. Sure, I'll get upset at some point. But
No doubt about it.
it'll be fine. I think we leave about with the power that it's making now and ramp in some timing. And I think it's going to be okay on a radial. So we don't know. We don't really care how the race goes. The race is going to be kind of a first timer. So if we don't show out and do that well, we're basically there for the cruise and to check everything out, see how it does. So I'm gonna get at it, get these things off, get the ride height where I want it, and then at some point today we'll know what this thing weighs.
Get it on the scales.
Yep.
3375.
Is that what you're saying?
Yep.
God, I hope not. Let me think. I'll think about it a little bit, and before we put it on the scales, I'll come up with I'm pretty sure I can come up with an educated guess. I mean, it used to be 3,300 with the big block and nitrous. We also had 80 pounds in the trunk.
Mm-hmm.
We'll figure it out. The scales won't lie to us, man. Oh,
That doesn't look very fun.
this?
Yeah.
It never is. And now, I should have, while it was sitting on the ground, taken this off.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, that's going to do it for this week. Man, our schedule's just super messed up with the show being back in town and us having to film. We're only racing twice a week, but man, everything leading up to that is, man, it's weird right now. We're doing the best we can with trying to crank the videos out still. We showed you this week we're working on the OG. We got it ready to race again this weekend. We had a race night last night. Got another one tonight. The OG's running as fast as the OG can. So we're happy with the car. So it kind of is what it is at this point, without going into too much detail. The 55 is ready. We did get the intercooler in finally. Richard came over today, trimmed the hood out. We knew the intake was going to stick out a little bit. I actually thought it was going to stick out more than this. That's not bad. We actually have a Holley low ram on the way, and we've got a lid with the intercooler built into it for that intake, and I think it would fit under this hood. So I don't know, I might try to talk Sean into bolting it on and just seeing, and then maybe we order another hood and then it's all underneath it. So I don't know, we'll have to figure that out. So obviously the intake is taller now with the intercooler sandwich in between it, you know, the top and lower half. So I built a new charge pipe. I can't remember if I showed you guys that or not. Anyways, build a new charge pipe. If you've seen one, you've seen them all. I'm a little, you know, I'm gonna brag on myself a little bit. I'm getting better at aluminum welding. That was, you know, welding was my weak point, period, but aluminum was really tough for me when I first started, and I'm getting better at it. So even Monkey had good word to say about it, and that's tough to get a compliment from Monkey. Let's see, we got all the water lines plumbed, inch hose all the way to the front to the intake. You know what, I'm gonna go ahead and pull the hood off just so I'm sure that you guys see what's going on here. Give me just a minute, turn it back on. Holy crap, that fiberglass hood is heavy, y'all. So anyways, you watched us pull the intake off. We bolted the intercooler on. It had -16 O-ring fittings, so we used -16 hose or 1-inch hose to run the water through it. Called our boys at Fregola. They got us all the fittings overnighted. We just used -16 push lock stuff. Works great for water systems. Ran it through the back there. You can kind of see, maybe, you know, come through back there. It runs up through the firewall out here to the intake, and this way we'll be able to run ice water through it, cool it down, add a bunch of time and make a lot more power. So that's really what we've been waiting on to really race this car. So we hustled to get this car done because there's a cruise tomorrow. So today's Saturday. I'm not sure when you'll see this video. Today is Saturday. We do have a race night. I didn't get home until about 6:30 this morning. So we'll probably do the exact same thing tonight. Get home about 6:30. Then we have to be in Cushing, which is about an hour and a half away from here with the 55 to start the cruise. So then we're cruising from Cushing, Oklahoma to Hinton, Oklahoma. And then there's a street in Hinton, Oklahoma where they allow legal street racing. And we're gonna legally street race this thing. I think me and Sean are gonna make the cruise, and then we'll hand the keys over to Richard and let him make passes in it. So as we're driving it, we'll tune this thing a little bit, jack some timing in it, and I don't know, we'll see what it does. We didn't hook the trans brake up, so he's gonna have to foot brake it for now, but it should still be pretty fast. I mean, it ran pretty good against me in the man van, so it should make considerably more power now. So we'll see. I don't know. That's gonna do it for now. Obviously there will be a video of the cruise, so stay tuned for that. It's gonna be some cool stuff. Probably stick a GoPro on the side of the car, time lapse the cruise, and then once we get there, you know, we'll kind of go over what all's going on with the street race and the little get together that takes place before, during, and after, or whatever happens. I don't know. We haven't been to one. I've read about them. I've seen pictures from some of the ones in the past. They look like huge events. So it's put on by J-Rod's Garage. So go check him out. He's got his own channel now. You're going to be doing lots of cool stuff. So be worth a subscribe over there. But trying to think if there's anything else. I'm tired. I still don't feel great. I went to the doctor the other day. They said I'm fine. That's cool. I'm cool with it. Just tired of all the stuff in my head up here. Anyways, you know the drill though. Please go ahead, and if you haven't already, click the subscribe button. Give us a like or a dislike on this video. Whatever you feel you need to do, let us have it. Drop a comment. Tell us what you like, what you don't like, what you want to see more of, what you want to see less of, unless it's me, because I'm not going anywhere anytime soon. Lots more updates to go. I have been working on shop truck fuel systems in. Been working on some more wiring to get everything working the way I want. I got a color match grill for it. Richard painted that for me. I don't know, it looks pretty cool. I think you can see the turbo back in there. Monkey come over, helped me put the fill neck where it needed to be on the radiator. We finished up my line for the coolant I don't know. I'm getting close. You know, if I had a couple solid days to work on it, I could probably make it run. I'm still waiting on wheels for it though, so it ain't going anywhere until those show up. You know, obviously we'll have updates on the OG. We'll have some big updates for the new Murder Nova, the new Murder Nova, the MPK car, the one we went threes with. Big updates coming soon. We're getting close on getting the motor finished up for it, so hopefully it's running again here soon. We got the K5 big block swap still to complete. We've got the race dong. You know, we've got all kinds of stuff going on. So little bit of something for everybody. So, you know, share the channel with your buddies. Let them know what we got going on. And until next time, we'll see y'all later.